The center part of this building is the original kennel my dad and mom built in 1972. We lived in the house down front, and as a weekend and a summer business, they built this. And in 1995, we built 2 additions, and then finished the pool out in 97. And then the pavilion over there that we used for doggy daycare about the same time. And then in 2000, we added doggy suites. Through this, we've realized that it's not just here. We're teaching young people and people that are part of our business or network with our business what it means to be compassionate as it relates to pets. And we're finally at that evolvement stage where it's spreading out. There's over 100 different organizations that we help. But we're involved with Ring Dog Rescue, which focuses on the bully breeds. And Melanie, our trainer, she helps rehabilitate dogs that aren't so adoptable. We do that for no charge. We have the same relationship with Henrico Humane Society. If there's organizations that run into a need, either because a family's been displaced or the organization has an overabundance of inventory, we help at those times. We have food drives, and on an annual basis, we're able to collect anywhere from 12 to 1,500 pounds of pet food, typically, to give to the different organizations. But the ultimate goal is the joy component, not just for our customers, but to help everybody that works with us understand how much joy there is in a good, healthy relationship with a pet.
When we came out here in 1998, we came out with some different ideas about how to do business. I don't compete on price. I won't compete on price. We compete on community service. If you do this, and if you do this like we think we've done it, it's good for the community and it's good for us. The Midas store you're standing in is the largest volume Midas store in the world. Hull Street's knocking on the top 10. There's issues that we're involved in with the community that are neutral in every sense, the blood bank, food, things like that. So we came out here, first blood drive was 2001. Well, March of this year, we had our 10,000th donor. Pint of blood saves 3 lives, so that's 30,000 lives we've affected with this program since we did it. Every issue we face in the community has a solution. It absolutely does. But you've got to own it here before you own it there. I think this applies to retail, anything you do. It's people. You can buy the same equipment I've got. What you can't duplicate are the skills and the people that you do it with and how you do what you do. So we do the food bank stuff, we do the backpacks, Meals on Wheels. People talk about hunger is about a food shortage issue. It's not. It's about a logistics issue. The chronically hungry kid doesn't know where his or her next meal is coming from. Their shelves are empty, their fridge is empty. We feed them Monday through Friday. We've never fed them Friday through Monday. Well, now we do. We give them a backpack full of 18 nutritious meals and snacks that they take home with them, can feed themselves with. It's all self-opening. Hunger has a solution. We're it. You know, 10 bucks feeds that kid for a weekend. $5.20 feeds him for a year or her for a year. What we've tried to do here is create a situation where our end, which is boring, car care, or the means rather, the car care, justifies the end. The blood drives have now been duplicated in 15 other cities across the country by my peers. It's an easy thing to do. It's a no-brainer. So when I talk about Midas of Richmond, that's what Midas of Richmond is. We fix cars, but we do it with this end in mind.
Impact is a word that we used all the time in the embryonic stages of this franchise. We wanted to make, we wanted to be different, we wanted to be fun, and we wanted to be impactful. When we got here, this was literally 2 parking spots. And we turned 2 parking spots into a fully functional, heated, air-conditioned batting cage that can not only be used by our players, the Richmond Flying Squirrels, on behalf of the San Francisco Giants, but it can be used 12 months out of the year with local teams, little leagues, high schools, and VCU. But this is another example of how we can impact the community, as I like to say, 13 months a year, 8 days a week, 25 hours a day. People say that we're a circus and not a baseball team, and that's exactly right. We are a circus, but we also play baseball. My father was a missionary, and I remember earlier in my career I said to him, well, I don't impact people like you impact people. And he came to one of my games and he was looking around, and afterwards he waited up for me, which he never did. When I got home, he said, sit down. I thought I'd done something wrong, but he said, I watched 8,000 people make lifetime memories tonight. You impact people every single day just by running a minor league baseball team. And so I think that's the impact that we make. It's not just at the games. It's when Nutsy goes to Little Leagues, or when Bill goes to speak to a Lions Club or a Kiwanis Club. And all the other stuff, the community appearances. Nutsy did over 600 appearances last year. We'll do more than that this year. The A program, the reading program. And those are all things that normally a minor league baseball team does in the community. But I think we ratcheted it up a few notches. Starting December 1st, every single day, we'll have a specific nonprofit organization that we select for that day, and everything that's sold in this store for that day, 10% of those proceeds will go back to that charity.
I'm Debbie Johnston, and my background is nursing. I started out my business after I became a nurse. And I started this business because I saw people going home sicker and sooner from the hospital, and knew that we needed something that could catch people, if you will, after they left the hospital. We've grown from a piece of paper to a company that's got 14 offices throughout Virginia. We employ 3,000 people across the state. And we do everything from babysitting, we're getting ready to start pet care, to registered nurse skill care, somebody that's really, really sick.
So sorry. Oh my goodness. Y'all look shy like you don't know who I am. I am Jamie Rivers, and I am here today to interview Miss Deborah Johnston. Well, I thought this was a tour, people. Why are you on your fannies? How are we ever gonna get anything accomplished if you're on your fannies? Get up!
I think one of the things that we're most proud of is that we give jobs to a lot of people in Central Virginia. 3,000 was our last count. And we teach them all the skills that they need to take care of people in the home. We are involved in lots of community events. We do Big Brother, Big Sister. We do the MS Walk. We do the Arthritis Jingle Bell Walk. We do things for the YWCA. There's not many things that we don't get involved with. We are a company that works hard and we play hard. Where is everybody? In our family.
There's a phrase, human resource, and we're here to put the human back in front of the resource. For us, the impact ultimately comes down to people. We're going to create a great place to work for our people, enable them to be the best, each person to be the best he can be, and ensure that what they consider work is integrated in a very mutually supportive way with their non-work facets of their life. We promote integration here, not segregation. If having a great experience is to be true for this group of people, it must also be true for this group of people, our clients. We engineer solutions. We have technologists, we have process folks. There is a strong engineering skill set, among others in our company. but it's the human experience is what all of these folks kept coming back to. That's what's different about Dominion Digital. We help our clients delight their customers. It's that simple. And it's not just about appreciating customers for the humans they are as opposed to the transaction and the account that they represent, but it's also about the other humans that are in the chain. These are the people we come in contact directly, but here are some that we come in contact indirectly, and there are some other people like the call center rep that might not be as directly involved with us. But for us, it's about touching the lives of the people we come in contact directly or indirectly and enhancing the human experience of each of those lives, even if it's very minor.
The premise behind GiveCamp is you recruit a group of brilliant technologists, so people that build websites, people that design websites, and you ask them to give up their weekend and they build websites for local nonprofits that don't have the resources or really the know-how to do something like that for themselves. You know, we built a website for a battered women's shelter in Petersburg 2 years ago. This year we supported Cancer Dancer and we built actually a mobile app for them. And then we donated all the leftover food from GiveCamp to their food pantry. And so basically it's just a way for us to support a lot of local community organizations. And it truly is, it's an awesome experience and just one of many examples of how we contribute with our talents and give back to others.
Our mission really is to beat cardiovascular disease, and that's what we're focusing on, trying to identify those individuals before they have the event, before they have a heart attack, before they have a stroke, before they develop diabetes. And if we can do that, we can get the right therapy to the right patient at the right time to turn it around.
We wanted to change the way medicine was practiced, and the three of us got together and said we could actually do this. And in July of 2009, we actually closed on our first round of capital. On January 4th of 2010, we had 11 employees and we had about 10 clients. Today we have about 7,000 clients. We're in 44 states and we are measuring on the average of about 90,000 tests a day. We've grown since that January of 2010 to now on an average of 6% a week.
I think we're a little shy about advertising what we do in the community. So our employees get to help pick charities in town that we can help. We sponsor, we participate in many events. Hopefully with less flash, because we don't do it for the reason that somehow we want to get recognition for it. We do it because our employees should learn how to give back.
We do a lot of programming with the American Heart Association. And one of their staff members was so moved by what we did at HDL, had his testing done, that he has changed his life. He's lost almost 200 pounds, he exercises daily, and he's gone from being unhealthy, high cardiovascular risk, to healthy.
Any employee who comes here, we want them to be tested, we want them to get the right therapy when they need it, and to do the right things to get better. And their family members, moms, dads, brothers, sisters, that they have any concerns about, bring them in and we will do the testing for them for free, because we want them to have, good lives, healthy lives in their families as well.